don't know what I want to fly. Oh, I knew that was going to happen. There's bad guys there, too. Go see troop pickup out there. I see what we can do with it. Bum, 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 bum. Yeah. Spotted gold. First time streaming in a while. Ooh, sorry. Get this right here. There we go. Go and get this up. This on. 3, 4, 5. I don't know if I like my mouse here. I want it like right there, but all right. Now, I dabbled in what's going on. Coordinate inputting here a minute ago today. Oh my goodness. There we go. So let's see. If we can do it. No. All right, let's go ahead and turn on Iggy. And where we are. Ooh, there we go. Tacken we can leave off. Yeah, we can leave that off. So for flight plan, I think it only makes a flight plan to where I'm going. So, leave this up for now. All that stuff. Put that over there. Give me an HSD here. Let's see if I remember. Actually, I want to see some. Oh, that's direct flight. Fucking how? That's what it was. Okay. So, we go to, so that's alternate flight plan. Let me zoom in here. All right, so we're going to go flight plan. And then we need to figure out where our troops are. I think they're on the side of a fucking mountain, but we're going to find out. Get our coordinates. All right, this is going to go away for a moment. Playing around with 3D printing a mouse pad. This one's just a little touch too far, but we'll make it work. So we're going to be going off of lat long decimal. And so, if I remember correctly, we can just type it in. The problem is, what's up, boss? How you feeling today, brother? Just type it in. I think it only gives us our 2. It doesn't give us the return, which is fine. We can figure that out. I just want to kind of starting to dabble in the using of this in this aircraft. So course offset, yada yada. So we're in north 4158 530. So we're gonna go north 4158 dash or point 530, and then you're gonna go ahead and put in east 0 4224.931. Better. Just been tired. I can imagine you're pretty good, pretty wore out. And I think we put it here. Or do we put it here? Let's try it again. Yeah, I can imagine you're pretty tired, man. Hopefully you're 415. Okay. Kind of recovering, you know, getting better at least. 4158, 530 north, 4158.530 east 0. That's that's why. 'Cause I'm stupid. That's why. East 0. Oh my god. 4224 55. Incorrect. Delete. 4224.931. 931.931. Now, think. Haha! 2. Alright, so we're going to go there. And then our second point can be home base here. So we're using the light long decimals. So there's 1. So now if we want to put another, we just zoom out back to where we are. And we're going to be coming back here, dropping these guys off. So left alt click. And those are different coordinates. So now we're going to go north 4210.950 and east 0 4228.553. We're going to put that here. Ding. All right, so now I have 2 points. Get rid of that. So now if we look at our little map here, so we turn this one on. We're going to go overlays, nav symbols, range ring, and then flight plan. So as you can clearly see there, we don't need anything from there. Now if we zoom out, we can see we have a start point. Actually, just turn this off for a second. Okay. It's so confusing. There's shit everywhere. Okay. See, we have a start point here, goes up. We got a point here, and then comes back down. We got a point back. So, and now I don't remember how to access. I need to turn this back on. So we're going to go range. This one we're going to set the map on. Flight plan, nav symbols, the airports and whatnot. And then we're going to center it. So we are coming down on there. Overlays off. We got 5, 10, 15 miles on the range ring here. Coming down. You can see the mouse on there. Holy shit. And then what we want is not instruments, not the WSCA. I wanted to pull up the waypoints. I don't remember. Oh. BSD? Oh no. There's a way to pull up the list of your waypoints that you're going after, or we had the flight plan here. Go to index, nav, easier up, fly direct from here to here, flight plan management. Those are our radios. So yeah, we have Is it CNI? That's for radios and tack-ins. Oh, I do not know this thing well enough. And it's still very new. I just gotta figure out. We'll need map control. How did he pull that up? Was it system index? Overlay. Range rings won't work, but the map will work over here. I'm just bumbling my way through this, so forgive me. HST. Symbol. Yeah, so we can get the same thing over here. It's just smaller, obviously. So I like to leave this one off so it's a little bit clearer. Also pull this one in tighter than I do this one over on the left. There, that's a little better. One little, yeah. How in the heck did he do that? Hold on just a second. I'm gonna figure this out. There's a way to pull up like where you can see which waypoint is selected. Stand by. There it is. Hold on a second. I'm almost there. What does he click here? Come on. Click System Index. Oh, flight plan summary. Dude, it's right literally in front of my face every time. System Index, flight plan summary. I was looking right at it. But here you can change your which one you're basically going after, I think. So you can go to legs, fuel. Interesting. I don't know if that even selects like what you're doing. Let's see here. I think it just flies the flight plan. I know this is an original point, and this is an original point. It was in there twice. So now we have 3. We have our starting, where we're going, and then we have our landing, which is not going to be where we're taking off from. So let me go ahead and go through my checklist for engine start up engine, get the prop spinning, and then ready to go. Put this one down tighter. So yeah, you can see like our whole trip. So if we had 10 waypoints in here, you know, you can kind of cycle through and see what you're supposed to be doing. So like the purple one, purple line is the end of the trip. We're 1 mile from that one. That one's 13 nautical miles. And the ETA is obviously increasing. Our initial point is heading 182. So we'll follow that. Kind of tells you the whole thing right there. I don't know how well you guys can see that. There we go. So yeah, we're just flight plan identify. So okay, so return. Let's get the oh man, laggy. Here we go. Let's get that prop going here.
Fixed wing, 6 o'clock, searching.
to get loud. This thing kind of drones, so I'm just going to turn it down a little bit here. All right, number 1 is up. Go for 2 here. Hold till 12. And release. 2's coming up. Got our flight plan. We are ready to book. Got his flight plan over there in case I pass out or die or something. Let's make sure our... Oh no. Ground crew, rearm, refuel. Guess we put some guns in the doors here.
Request rearming. Copy.
Radio's up. Alright. I'm gonna go ahead and get rearmed. And now let's go ahead and spin them up. So the throttles will go to flight. Lock in. And they'll level out down there. Turn this brightness up here. That's 100 feet. Put that down to 500. Drop this down. We'll take that above 500. So. All right, we got some boys back there. Looks like they're ready to go. Oh yeah. In case we run into any hostile, we're set. Let me realign this thing here. It's just driving me nuts. Okay. Pedal check. Brakes are set. Alright. We can taxi down a little bit, I guess. So, what you do to taxis, you come off brakes. Brakes are off. Give her a little bit of torque here. Start rolling forward. Get rolling forward here. And then we'll just pick her up. Whoop. Squirrely. Alright, let's go ahead and pick her up. Alright, we are up. Go ahead and reset brakes here. And when we land, never know. If we're landing on a hill and everything, if you get those brakes, you'll just roll right off of it. Little sideways action. And let's head towards our first waypoint. Straight out ahead. So yeah, it'll be 183 down there. Little hash mark on there. And we're gonna go ahead and trim forward. We're gonna hold that trim forward. Quite a bit, actually. Feed off those pedals. Give it a couple little clicks right side. There we go. Oh, maybe too many. There we go. Hold that trim forward. Boost that torque. And there's our torque right there, that 50. That's what we're looking at for torque-wise. Pick this thing up, and I'm watching my speed. My rise and fall is that blue bar right there. I'm rising, obviously. So if it's orange, you're falling. If it falls below, what's up, Zeus? Just piddling around, getting some more time in this thing. Gain a little bit of altitude here. Looks like we're E-mode available, so park brake on. Said we were 13 miles out. Oh, there's the nautical miles. So we look right there. 5 minutes, 10.9 nautical miles, top left corner. So radar altimeter down there. We're obviously above it. I'm gonna go ahead and pick up some speed here and trim her down. Here we go. Off to the races. It's self-flying at this point. Once you get your trim right and your torque set, no autopilot needed.
Fixed wing, 5 o'clock, searching.
About 130 knots right now, so we're doing pretty good. We're falling a little bit, so I'm going to trim that nose back a touch. You don't really want to go... I know this thing will do 200 knots, but no one ever really does that. You want to stay 130. 140 is cooking. Like, you're going pretty quick for... Unless you're in a hurry, obviously, which I'm not really. I'm just trying to balance her out. Nice, smooth flight. Just chilling. Do you think we're going to have to gain altitude to get up over these mountains, but that is not a problem for this thing. Not at all. So yeah. We're about 133. Give it about 1 to 2 pounds of torque there. We want to level out our rise fall. We want to cruise not as much as we can. Use your collective to your thrust. They call it the thrust lever, honestly. Yeah, thrust lever to kind of maintain there. See, we're coming in those range rings pretty good, and there's our target just over this little hill straight ahead. We could cut to the left and come in, so let's see what we got here. We are going pretty fast, so what we can do is level our nose. Just keep trimming that thing back. Should level out, come off on that torque just a little bit. Looking for good guys off to our right, exactly on that point. So actually it's over that next hill. Wow. Do some low level flying here. Come over this mountain. Trim the nose back down, give it some torque. Going up. Get used to this. And as you give it torque, it's obviously going to twist the helicopter, so you kind of have to trim left, right. You know, I don't really want to touch the rudders unless you're going slow and you're trying to maneuver it that way. This thing just flies like an airplane, so you're just steering it. Alright, so we are about 2 miles, 2.9 miles. Close that range ring in, there we go. Get up there. Now we drop it. Nice and easy on those collectives. There we go. Now we're falling. As long as we're moving forward, we can fall in this thing, but you don't want that fall to decrease way too much, as it will not recover. This thing weighs so much. I think I see our guys down there. I still have the little markers on them, so what we'll do is we'll do a nice little steep descent here, straight at the ground. And then we will air brake with ourselves, use ourselves as an air brake. Torque. Now I'm putting my feet on the pedals. I'm about to just kind of whip it around, use it as an air brake here. So I'm going to level that nose. Come off that collective. It's going to put us in a rise. Nice and easy.
Radar. 1 o'clock.
Leading speed, 90 knots. Coming off collective, going back into it. It's all a game of
Radar.
a cat and mouse with that stuff, so. Falling, it's fine. Give it a nice little spin around. Kick that pedal. Let's see. Where are you? Oh, I see them over there. They're on the side of that hill. Kind of want to use like an airplane approach with this thing. You don't want to be falling too much, but you don't want to be going too fast. Keep that nose up. Keep that torque somewhat on it. Come off those pedals. And we're coming to a hover speed here, but we're descending very slowly because again, this thing it'll put you in the dirt very quickly. If we wanted to get down faster, we could point our nose to descend
9 o'clock. Searching.
and then kind of spin around. Give those pedals a kick. Give some torque. Kind of like tornado down. Came in a little high. I'm about to fall out of the sky. Oof. Falling. Just that easy. I almost fell out of the sky right there. So, all right, now we're low enough. This is going to be tricky, to say the least. There we go. Nice and easy. Trim that nose back. Actually, I can just take the trim off. There we go. We're going to set her down right by them. Embark them. Nice and easy. So you don't want to land this thing on the side of a hill. So what we're going to do is we're going to turn our butt so our nose is up and set our butt down. I would normally do the old 2-wheel pickup here, just kind of land her on the nose and keep some torque on it. But it's nice and easy. Not a professional in this thing yet, so it's difficult. Okay, the brakes are set, so we're not going to roll.
Searching.
Nice and easy here. Those front wheels to touch. Nice and easy. Don't want those front blades to touch, so letting out of that collective a little bit more. Calling for the troops. Other CTLD troop transport. Go ahead and load those guys. As you can see, we are perched. Tails in the air. Pretty cool shot. Now, to get back off the hill, obviously, let's go ahead and set up. I'm not really touching anything. System. Right plan. Go. And return. And so, we have flown to our first mark. We're going to go ahead and pick back up. Keeping that nose. And then, yeah, we're off. Just like that. Watch the trees. Let's go ahead and gain some altitude first. Doesn't take long. Bum, 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 bum. Go. Alright, off the pedals, and then we fly it. Let's start trimming forward.
Fixed wing. 2 o'clock. Searching.
Just to compensate a little bit. It feels like it flies to the side. It kind of does to compensate for the torque of those rotors. So if it feels like you're kind of tilted or flying to the side, you are, for the most part, a little bit. So. Give it a little bit more here. And there's that torque kick. All right, about 11 miles, so I'll go ahead and trim forward a little bit more. We're gonna come out of that torque, so I'm not gonna trim it left or right. Just a holder here. And coming out over this mountain. There we go. Now when you pick the troops up, you do gain weight, so you have to take that into account. I have plenty of fuel, I'm not worried about that. You can see on your map, you have your fuel gauge, 6150, 6,000 pounds, plenty of fuel. See, we're nosing up, so I'm gonna go ahead and trim down. Give them that 5-degree fall there. Kind of turning slowly left, but it'll level itself out. So come out of that torque just a little bit. And there's our fall meter, like I was talking about earlier, with the orange bar. And then, yeah, you should ride her out. Extend your range here. You can see where we're going. You can see the airport up there. We weren't too far away. There it is. If there's a 1, 2, 3, we change that. That of 3 of 3. That of 2 of 3. Huh. No. Oh, it automatically erases your previous route and gives you the next route once you get there. It's actually pretty interesting. Didn't know that. I haven't really messed with the flight plan stuff, like I said, so putting in the coordinates and everything is something I really enjoy doing, you know, semi-realistic. We're still losing a little bit of altitude. We are cooking though, 140 knots, so I'd level that nose. And then we want to treat this just like an airplane. We're going to come straight in, kind of give it a little bit of a J hook there, and lead some of that speed, and hopefully it don't crash. We'll find out. We are really high though, so we can go ahead and come back on that collective a little bit. Thrust, whatever they call it. So I feel like this is right in my face. Yeah. That's pretty much it. Right now we're falling rapidly. It's okay. We got forward momentum. Helicopters are weird like that. As long as you have forward momentum. Let's go ahead and get that back door popped. These guys can jump out when we land. One more. There it goes. And we're flying. All right. Yeah, so, we're doing okay. Just bump it a little right trim there. One more. Doesn't take much. Give it a little bit of torque here, level that fall out. Alright, so and we are going to be coming in here, kind of trimming that nose up, losing a little bit of speed. Go ahead and start following a little bit more here. Okay. Landing zone in sight, so we'll come over it, make a left turn back to it. Or, yeah, we'll make a left turn back to it. So we made a right turn coming in to pick those guys up. Go ahead and give it a little bit of torque here. Bleed some of this speed. A little bit. Pull that nose, bleed that speed, come off that collective. Make the turn. Now that we've bled most of the speed off, that's the whole point of the turn, is just bleed that speed off. So, like I said, this thing's a low, slow glider in. You don't want to come in hot because you won't be able to flare it. It's just too heavy. Like, you just can't do it. You can. I mean, I can't do it. Let me rephrase that. I cannot do it that well. I haven't. And if I'm trying to actually not die, like, I just take my time with it. And around that landing pad here. And we can land moving forward, just like we do in the H-60, but never let that drop bar. Bleeding speed. And give it some torque here. There we go. Coming back off, giving it torque. Nice and easy. What's up, buddy? What's up, what's up, what's up? Oh. Nice and easy, just simple, smooth movements. And set her down. There we go. That is the gentle way of doing that. There's always another way, which I'm about to get a little loopy here. I'm going to drop those troops real quick and we'll go do some fun stuff. Like drifties. And then we hit trees. You just drift on the nose here. Manage your torque and your pedals. Your left stick, right pedal. Just tapping it. You want to circle around an object. Or finding a hangar down here. Low and fast, baby. Go crazy. Somebody crashed over here? Did I do that? No. Good on the runway. Uh-oh. Ooh. Squirrely there. Safe. Ba, 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 ba. Yeah, I see that. All good though. Everybody has their breaks. A little rough. All right. This will be fun. To myself. Who's calling me? I don't know what these numbers are. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1 inch. And here we go. Do that every time. Fuel's on. Booster. There we go. 1, 2, woo, 4, 5. Let's try this again. Whoops. There we go. Uncaged. All right. Let's go ahead and set our trim here. Oh. Silly head. Sorry, this thing taxis slow as hell. Don't run me over. Alright, we're there. Ah, it takes a minute. Go ahead, crazy. Thing's huge compared to mine. Nope. Just broke the gear. Guaranteed. Oh, I didn't. Look at that. Pick up some speed here. Come out of that throttle. Zoom out a little bit here. Go. Oop, one too many. All right, we are up. And we are moving. All right, cruising. This thing is such a trim hog. It's like the A10, honestly. Loves the trim. By the way, since we don't have any nav or anything like that, we're gonna be heading 232-ish. So Gain some altitude. Guns work. Okay. We're cruising, we're live. Flaps are all the way up. Now we're going down. Nice and easy. Get these rockets off. We'll do some gun runs once we get there. It's straight ahead in the smoke, so almost there. By the way, thank you to the Gain Squad for the TPR pedals. That was fantastic. They are much better. Working on those, still kind of figuring those out, but that was a Goon Squad effort there. We do a lot of stuff like that, you know, for people who need stuff or whatever and want to upgrade or don't have setups at all. We're in the process of getting together a giveaway type situation, so once we get everything rounded up together, and anyone feel free to come fly with us. We are still flying and we are still doing shenanigans, so we never really quit, honestly. All right. Probably going to take some rounds here if I had to guess. Gain a little bit of altitude. Not the best at this whole rocket game yet, so we'll see. Turn in. And we've got to be pretty close with these rockets, so make sure that we kind of get as close as we can here. We'll do some passes with the gun. Take her home. We got some hits back there. Nice. Alright, let's do some fun stuff. Oh, a little stuttery. This thing is so quick to reattack. Got him. Man, this is stuttery. It's all good. A lot going on. Woo! Hello. How we doing? Oh. Can you hear me now?
Can't hear you. It's got to be my stupid setup for audio on this thing. Give me a second. That's right. Is this not running perfectly? Alright, how about now?
Can you hear me now?
That's better.
Haha.
God, I hate this sometimes.
Yeah, computers are a pain in the butt.
Actually, it was
Discord.
my wireless
Oh.
headset.
Oh.
No, my wireless headset was like, oh yeah, I'm turned on, but I'm not really connected yet.
Just kidding.
So I had to literally power cycle it again, and then I heard it connect. It's like, oh. Plus, I have all this stuff set up for when I stream that I've got the audio mixer that gets in the way too. That's like,
Yeah. Ooh, took some rounds.
you actually stream?
Yeah, I just gotta put up a stream and I'm just flying around doing junk.
Okay then.
Nothing crazy. Figured I'd put one up for a little bit. Haven't done it in a while.
Oh, with a 51.
Yeah, I just basically titled the stream, you know, like stuff I need practice with and haven't flown in a while, and I'm just kind of switching airplanes and fooling around.
I got you. Done the 51 some. I've done more with a 47 though.
I gotcha. Yeah, I'm trialing it right now. I might end up getting it. I kind of want to get a Warbird, but I'm not sure yet. Ow. Yeah, it's not bad. I mean, it's you definitely have to fly it, you know, like.
Yeah, yeah. It's not an easy plane though. It's like flying that A4 mod.
Yeah, That thing is. That thing's it's fun, and I've flown it and done a lot of stuff in it, but it is, you have to fly it. I mean, there's no other explanation really.
I call it dating the prom queen. It's
Yeah.
high maintenance.
Oh yeah, definitely. Coming from behind this guy. I'm not in the 24-hour. I'm off my little
Yeah,
mission.
I'm not flying at all. Prepping for an IT certification I'm working on, so it's I haven't
Oh, nice.
flown since the weekend, nor all last week. So
Yeah. Yeah, I think, like I said, summertime is a lot of downtime for people flying wise, and you know, it's just can be.
well, my whole thing is like, okay, fine. If you offshore me or downsize me, fine. I will have my certification, and I'll be worth more money to somebody else.
True.
Get that tank. Can't kill it with 50 cal.
Yeah.
Why were you shooting into the air?
I was making sure I was on my my double barrel, which I am,
Oh.
running out of ammo. So. All right.
Well, if you get into 47, it's like more engine management than about anything, I swear.
Yeah. A lot of these older planes
3
were.
levers, and actually 4 levers. You got your throttle, your mix, your supercharger, and your prop angle.
Yeah, that's a lot going on just to manage not only the plane, you know.
Yeah, it's like that's just to keep it flying, let alone do combat. Yeah.
Full-time job.
Plus, no TACAN or anything. I mean,
Yeah, no. It's kind
well,
of.
that's yeah. I mean, like VOR, there's no NDBs, there's no nothing on this thing. You got a map and visual flying rules only, and just landmarks and maps. That's all you get.
That's why they carried the maps with them, you know, with pictures of the landmarks and stuff a lot of the time.
Yep. Except for World War II is where they first tried to do radar. 22. Well, we're reenacting that anniversary flight.
Oh yeah. That's Solo. He's just bowling.
So, yeah, they did radio. So they tested first radio beacons from the UK, and then they fanned out from like 2 different angles. So when you flew at night in bad weather, if you could pick up both radio signals, you knew you were exactly over the target and drop your bombs.
Huh.
Jeez, he's got to be falling out of the air, stalling.
I mean, I'm going, yeah, 250 miles an hour, so yeah, he probably is.
Yeah, I don't know what a 22 stall speed is, but sheesh.
I think it's modeled off the 15, so whatever. That is close, I guess. 15C, that is. Yeah, he's got his stuff out there.
They use Fowler flaps? Interesting.
Oh, where'd he go? Oh, there he is. Good chance of a mid-air. Don't you pull up underneath me? There you go. Oh!
Well, of a sudden you see
Oh!
a tail fin on either side of your cockpit.
I just did.
Oh God.
Where is he? I don't know where he's at. Oh. Scurry. Alright, where are we at here? Alright, we'll be coming in on approach here in just a second.
So when you drop the 500 pounder.
Yeah. There it is. Come back on that speed. Come back on that prop. Oof. Torque.
Fly the T's and P's, old school.
Dude, this thing is so torquey.
Oh yeah, ramp it up too much, roll right over. Plus you go out of balance with that tank that's right behind the pilot, you'll end over end.
Oh yeah. Looks like left side's going faster than right.
I gotta manually balance those tanks.
Yep. It's crazy to me. How far we've come. Alright, so we put these down. Oh, I don't have a rudder. I got shot off.
Oh, you're gonna have a hard time.
Yeah,
Looks like you're missing a wingtip too.
probably. Oh, there's a giant hole in my wing. Nice. Took a couple rounds back there, not gonna lie.
Jesus.
She's
cannon
flying.
shell.
I haven't successfully landed this thing yet either, so
Yeah, I really don't like tail draggers.
it's just like if you touch the throttle, it pulls you so hard because of the torque. I mean, it's just you have to be basically at your speed or decreasing to the perfect point of landing if you're going around. And even if you try and go around, it rips you off the runway and
Yeah. More like coasting in. Yeah.
yeah. This thing is different. Right now I'm going way too fast. Okay, feet on the pedals here.
Pedals.
Yeah, I'll give him a shot.
Stub of a rudder yet left.
I always try and bleed speed too early and end up like basically just falling out of the sky.
In the grass.
Like right now. Well, this might be a little better.
You want to come in at a slight nose up anyway.
Here's the stall. Oh, don't bounce it. Yeah, there she goes. Can't do it. It's frustrating.
Yep. And you're dead.
Yep. Sure am. Let's go from
Yeah, can we have the Airacobra in here?
Cold start on it.
The C1.
CBU 105s. Do those.
What's the difference between that and C2?
I don't know. Got me. 54. And then we'll rock my salty can. Yeah, swap throttles. All right.
So you're gonna be unbalanced with nothing on pylon too?
This thing's a trim machine anyway, so like as soon as you take off, you just start trimming no matter what. So I'll just trim her out. It's not terribly unbalanced. I usually put CBU 97s out there just for dropping whatever.
And woe be to any armor you run across.
Yeah, yeah,
God,
Just-
I love 97s.
they're pretty nasty. Oh, there we go. Where's my little paper? There we go. Now we're good.
Does it have 4 or 8 canisters of 4 in a 97?
It's quite a few. It's got to be 8. It's got to be.
Probably shouldn't have whistled to the music that is already 20 seconds behind.
Whew, I remember how to do this. It's my main plane. Going for a light. Bing, bong, boom, boom. Audio off. Going to electric. And there we go. We are already loaded, so we can go ahead and turn all this junk on. Okay, INS, Alta line, fast. There we go. Engine canopy.
Like all those switches on the front panel, it's like if you gotta turn them all on to do something, should it just be one major switch?
Well, they're all like, you got a master, and you got a gun pack for the gun, and then you got laser, TGP, and then you got KICU, jitters, IFC. I guess a lot of times you don't need your KICU or one or the other, or yada yada yada.
What's a kick you do?
It's your something
Stick shaker, pedal shaker, or something?
interface control unit. It's for your weapons. It loads all your weapons. It recognizes all your weapons. It runs your weapons in the airplane, basically. Something interface control unit. Forget what it's called.
Yeah, and this thing has a data cartridge, so.
Yeah. All right. Going for a 2 light here. Just gonna turn the music down a touch. There we go. Jamming. Got dismiss here. Mavericks coming on. TGP is not timed out. It's coming up. CDU. Number 2 is coming up. And then we go back to dismiss here. And if we have our HUD soy, we can go here. Set our profile for our 12s. View profile. CCR. Setting. Blaze 15. Blaze time. Save. Go back to stat. And then go to.
He's waiting for you.
Yeah, I see him up there. It's funny. Profile. View pro. CCR. Change setting. Those are GPS guided, so we'll start with the Mavericks. Lower my seat. There we go. Nav should be coming up here any second. Alright, engines are up. APU is unloaded, so we can APU gen, APU down, flaps to maneuver. There they go. Almost there. Ow. Guess it's taking the long way. Put it in fast align, but it's taking the full align. Looks like anyway.
2.4. It's coming down.
Should have aligned in the 1s, not the 3s. It looks like it's going 4008, which is the 2-3 minute alignment. I think it's 3 minutes.
Or the full align?
Yeah, I think it's 3 minutes. Minus nav ready.
Could be the full align in the 16.
Yeah, true.
12.
Which I think I can click nav now.
No.
But I will mess it up.
12 minutes, I think, is the KA50 now that they added alignment.
That is a lot.
Yeah,
that's like
instead of the sword heading, if you do the full alignment, oh yeah, 12 minutes.
That's like you have to. There it goes. Yeah, it did a full alignment. Whatever. Nav, Iggy, steer point. That's like you pre-plan your mission to like, okay, we got to start this many minutes early because we have to align. So.
You have a TOT. You know?
Yeah. That's where TOTs and everything, like you have to be in the plane before everyone else, you know, up and running.
Well, wouldn't your crew chief normally align the aircraft?
For us, no. So they have DTCs, and you have to. Our pilots still wait to align, 100%.
Wow.
Yeah,
okay.
the crew chief just puts the pilot in the plane, and then that's it.
I know Navy, a lot of times they have that thing set up and hot, and the pilot just jumps in, taxis to take off, and goes.
TGT. And then we're going to UTM. Yeah, so they can do what's called hot start, where they start the APU, and the pilots will come out, and like a secondary pilot will run out there and start everything for the actual pilot. But yeah, normally
This uses that other coordinate scheme.
you can use either one. You can switch it between UTM and lat long. It's just faster to use the UTM coordinates. Yeah, 37494.
494.
494.
45. Oh.
Yeah, 494. All right, that's our coordinate. And we go back to steer, and it should be up here on the right on the HUD. And you click steer and target. 32 miles. Get rid of this guy. Do we have chocks? Probably do. Yep. Down through.
Chief, remove the wheel chocks. Copy. Wheel chocks are now removed.
Oh shit, nozzle steering. Oof. Close one. Haven't seen my
Abort takeoff.
skin in a while. There we go. Whoa, where'd he go? It's weird actually having like nice pedals where you have to actually push them instead of just slide them to the front with no effort.
Oh yeah, I hated the old CHMs I had. Those were horrible. I even put a really big spring. I took it apart and put really big springs in there so at least there'd be force.
Actually, the first like 10 minutes I used it, I was like, oh my god, it's gonna be awful, but I actually like it now. Gives you a little bit of feedback. Let's see. Pitot heat is on.
Which one do you have?
The TPRs, Dustmasters. That
the one with the big center tube in it?
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Sozo had a spare pair and I bought them.
Yeah, I've got purple and way better now, but they didn't have the damper add-on available when I got these, and I'm going to get that so I can actually don't oversteer.
Yeah, these are nice. And so I had a brake issue on a lot of planes to where my brakes on the pedals they started at 50%, so I had to saturate my brake pedals in the game to 50%, which only gave me half pedal. So it was like didn't really work that well. So I figured out that Microsoft was calibrating the pedals as a controller, making them 50% saturated. But I used the thrust. I cleared that out and used the Thrustmaster software, and now they work just fine.
What's up?
What's going on?
I was just chilling, waiting for this hockey game to start.
Oh yeah. The old stick puck.
Yeah, my Admirals made it to the next round.
Yeah, my Griffin's lost.
Can burn it.
Yeah, I'm gonna be watching the Dallas Stars and the Winnipeg Jets game here in a minute.
They let you out of there yet?
Not yet. I'm still in the ICU. They haven't moved me to the other unit yet because it's too full. I was like, damn.
Busy, busy.
Hopefully they're not charging you ICU prices then.
No, I'm working with like a counselor and stuff. They're gonna get me hooked up on like Medicaid, Medicare, insurance, and stuff like that. There's fine, but okay. Other than that, just going to the stabbed in the stomach with feelings and blood big on there. Oh. Oh yeah, ain't it? Hello.
I have to do AKQ and you're up.
Oh, okay.
Wait till you don't do something.
I don't know, I'll be right back, guys.
Alright.
Yep.
Gotta
Right
go
back, I don't think so.
be an EKG.
What the hell happened to him?
He had a stroke.
Really? Holy shit.
Yeah.
Awful young for a stroke.
36, I think he said, yeah.
Awful young for a stroke. Holy shit.
It happens, I guess. I don't know. Strokes are the like scariest thing on the planet to me. They can happen at any time to anyone.
Yeah. All you need is a blood clot.
You know?
They don't run my family, so genetically I'm pretty good. So,
Here's a yak. I wonder what's going on. I was like, this doesn't feel right. Yak wasn't on. It's like attitude control, something attitude control for the gun and everything like that. So that way when you shoot the gun, the plane doesn't flip out.
oh yeah. It automatically.
Yeah,
Does it
kind of.
flip the throttle too?
It just controls the flight surfaces. Like you can still move the throttles and stick and everything. It just controls all the flight surfaces, keeps the plane steady during gunfire. Same thing as your pitch SAS, like your yaw SAS, your stability augmentation system. Same thing. The EAC's just for like specifically gun.
Yeah, it just counters with
Yeah.
the known, I guess, forces the gun provides.
Yeah, probably a little bit of torque. I mean, the gun really isn't. People always ask, you know, if you shoot the gun, will the plane stall out? No. I mean, you think about how much 38,000 pounds moving through the air behind that gun.
Yeah,
It's not going to
it's
stall
all
the
about
plane,
force.
but it will cause, you know, with wind gusts and actual windy situations, stuff like that, it will cause some issues.
At least the firing barrel is actually on the center line, so it's not like you're
Yes.
adding a vector, you know.
Yeah, your nose gear is what's off center.
Yeah. So everybody's like, why is the gear not there? So the gun can fire.
Yeah. So the gun's
It's not a
directly in
Tony
line
Bill,
with the
it's an
plane.
awful lot of. They got helos on the field. Take 'em.
Oh yeah. Take that one tank out right there, and then we'll move on.
There's a T-90 somewhere else, and I've never been able to find it.
I can't remember if it's the T-90 or it's just this one T-55 right here.
I always kill that T-55 on the 24. But something else, if you go low after he's dead, something else will shoot at you too.
It's the MBLTs or MLBTs or whatever they are. They have guns and they have rocket pods, like single fire, like string fire rockets. They have those on them as well. So if you're in a helicopter, they will, and slow enough, they will fire those rockets at you.
Well, you got those BTRs down there too, but they don't
Yeah.
seem to fire.
They do here and there. They're just not very powerful in a way.
Not soy.
Yes. Once I get the target I can just move over to the old Maverick cam. Go back on speed a little bit here.
Oh, is the green box soy then?
Yeah,
in this
so like
aircraft?
if I switch over,
Okay.
and then it'll say not soy on
So-
whatever's not.
Yeah. So it's okay. It's like the white box in the 16.
Yep, exactly.
For the Harrier, you just get a little asterisk.
Yep, and if I make my HUD soy, you get a little star.
Oh, like in
Right there by the
16
L.
there in the corner too.
It's right here, right by the L. Yeah. And then both screens will say not soy. All right, 10 miles. Autopilot on.
Almost in range.
Almost there.
Oh, there's some UI conflicts. The staple's the wrong direction.
Nah. 8
The
miles.
MFD's one way and the HUD's the other way.
I need you to lock. I need you to lock for me. Got them selected,
Lock,
right?
baby.
There we go. Now I've done it. There we go. Speed. There we go.
Lock.
Oh, we got it.
Riffle.
Let's see here.
How many are you carrying? 6?
6. 6.
Alright.
That'll get him.
Oh, yeah.
More behind him.
Kobe.
Oh, there they go. Flash time 6. Let's find some targets for these clusters here.
Alright. I'm gonna mute myself, Kobe.
Right on. And pickle.
Pull up, pull up.
And pickle.
Pull up, pull up.
Whee! Oh, that other one's gonna beat it there. Big time. I'll watch this one. Hmm? What's here? Already? Jeez. Okay. Okay. Well, fine then. Neato. Cool beans. Huh? Oh, now we're fancy. Proper British. I know. Neato. Oh, rack. Get rid of some weight there. Alright, so come back around. Drop these GBU-12s one at a time. Fly out a little ways here. Oh, there we go. Ba, 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 ba. Admire the skin again. We got the shark on the wingtip. Got the salts patch on there. Board number 75. Attack. Okay, let's jump back in. So we can remember how to do this. It's almost like your first plane that like you really enjoy, never really forget. Let's send one this guy's way. That's kind of what I was gonna say. I was like, your first plane's your first love. You don't really forget it. You might miss something here or there, but for the most part, it's, you know it, in and out. Some speed going. Put it right through his windshield. So far away. A little high, we're at 10,000 feet, but doesn't hurt anything. Just takes long for it to get there. More terminal velocity. 20 seconds. And here comes the pip. 5 seconds. 2, 1, pickle. Bombs away. Looks like it's tracking. It's a shack. Is the guy running? Where's he going? Not today. Ah, lost TGP. Get a couple miles out and couldn't come back in on that guy. He's trying to run away. It's just not allowed. We'll finish off the rest of the field with the old gun. Really in bad right here. Should still have him. We lost him. Moved Take that guy. Bomb cam lined up. Ooh. And 3, 2, 1, pick up. Whee! And there we go. It looks like it. There it goes. She's tracking. Oh. You can't run from the law, brother. Alright, so we can go ahead and turn 2GP off, pull up CDU, the TAD going over here. Get this soy, zoom in a little bit, and turn this map off so we can kind of see. We're gonna go guns, guns, guns. Why is my seat back up in the air? Is it? Oh. There we go. Law! I am the law! Whee! Whoa! A little squirrely. I am the law. Let's make a run straight down the runway. Just burp, 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 all the way down. Blank, quit. Weirdo.
Altitude, altitude. Pull up, pull up.
Whoop, missed him. Damn.
Pull up, pull up.
Looks like I'm going so fast.
Pull up, pull up.
Oh, they're shooting at me. Turds. Okay. I don't blame them, but dang. What's up, brother? Old Goopy McGooperson. Mod himself. Okay. Some of these guys are shooting at me, and I don't like it.
Pull up, pull up. Altitude, altitude.
Let's game, he says. It's a school night, brother. The type of gaming you want to do involves...
School night.
Oh, yeah.
Pull up, pull up.
The old work night.
I am the law. Private or Panic, are you a judge now?
Pull up, pull up. Altitude, altitude. Pull
Okay.
up, pull up.
I think he is.
Pull up, pull up.
So I heard him, but extremely far away. So you have your setting turned really low for anybody
In Discord?
Yeah.
You are so quiet.
Yeah, I super far away. So what was it that you asked?
He asked if you were the law.
Oh, yeah. You see, I didn't hear. And then
You didn't hear.
no, I didn't hear. Not in the stream. I was watching the stream.
Oh, because you said I am
Pull
the
up,
law. I'm
pull
like,
up.
what are you, Judge Dredd?
Yeah, dude. Come on, we've been on that Judge Dredd thing for a little while. You didn't see the lawgiver I printed
Mm-hmm.
and the quick little memes that they were posting.
Judge Hershey.
It's funny because like I told the guys in
Altitude.
the chat a little while ago that I was
Pull up,
holding it,
pull up.
right? I was holding the lawgiver, and I was like, I haven't seen that movie in a long time, so I just put it on and started watching it
Pull up, pull
from
up.
beginning
Which
to
one?
end. It's the first one,
Dredd or
90
Stallone?
Yeah, no, Stallone, which is
Okay.
Judge Dredd, the original.
Yeah.
That movie's only like an hour and 30 minutes.
Yeah, it's a super short.
Yeah, I started watching it and I kind of got sucked into it, and then by the time I knew it, it was the end of the movie, and I was like, holy shit. I was like, you know, movies need to be like that again, not these 3-hour fucking
Yeah.
movies.
No, I agree. I like sucks you in just enough, has a story, gets you out of there, you know?
It's
Yeah.
a popcorn movie. Yeah, over and done.
Which I didn't mind the remake. I didn't think they
Dredd was good.
I enjoyed it.
I don't think it got enough traction
No.
as it should have.
I think they should have made like at least another one or something, you know?
Hello.
Yeah.
Hello.
What's up, boss?
Almost
They
got my
may be working on a sequel.
The shitty part is that, so it's funny enough, my cousin had shown me a movie that was in a Chinese movie, right? And legit, it's the basis of Dredd minus
Altitude,
the
altitude.
judges. Yeah, it's about a Chinese cop
Pull up,
that's
pull up.
literally like locked into this building with a bunch
Pull
of
up,
killers,
pull up.
and he has to fight his way out. And I'm like, dude, this is like the premise of Dredd.
Let
And
the Chinese
that
steal
movie-
everything.
dude. But I'm not even gonna lie, that movie fucking was good too. I gotta ask him what was that movie, and it was all subtitles too. But it was a good movie.
Like they had that whole Indian like Terminator.
That's
ripoff, too.
different. That is so different. Like those.
Bro, the Indians go hard, all right? Their
The
movies are
Terminator thing
wild.
was
Then they
funny as
dance.
hell.
They are wild. Indians definitely go hard in their shit.
Like I love watching those videos where it's like,
Bollywood
they're making
Terminator.
fun of, they're making Thriller, they're making Terminator, they're making Superman and Spider-Man.
I got
Like,
50
can they not
pounds.
watch like the real things, or do they have to make remakes because
No,
there's
they-
no such
No,
thing?
our movies are over there.
Dude, Bollywood is bigger than Hollywood is. Like, their
It is.
stars are, like, worshipped. Where'd he go? I think I found your T90. It may not be, though.
Figure there's 1 billion people in India. Talk about a market.
Yeah.
Oh, matter of fact, are you on my server or yours?
I just popped
on
mine
yours?
up.
Oh, I was gonna say because it
Pull
was
up,
mine that
pull
I
up.
jumped in some of the ground targets and we could have tried to shoot.
Altitude, altitude.
No, that was a
Yeah.
PT-76.
Yep, you're right. It looked kind of like it was shooting at me, and I was like, what was that? And then it was, like, moving and stuff, so I was like, maybe.
Yeah, there's 1 or 2 76s there. Right along that side of the runway.
Yeah, definitely a remake. Not a remake, but a sequel to the 2012 version of Dredd.
Yeah.
Yep.
I definitely enjoyed that movie, and I was a little like taken back
It
as
just-
to like.
I feel like it
the
came
fans
out.
Didn't,
Yeah, it came out,
the
and
fans
nobody,
didn't grab to it. Yeah.
nobody. Like, you never
Well,
just
I mean,
didn't hear anything.
So you got to look at it like, what is it? What is it? Christian Hayden? Is it Christensen? Something like that? The one that played
Hayden Christensen.
Anakin?
Yeah,
There you go.
Hayden Christensen.
They hated him as fucking Anakin.
Yeah.
And
Didn't we all?
then all of a sudden,
Now he's
bam,
popular, yeah.
He's loved. They turned around and said, "We love what he did with the movie. Oh my God, he didn't get the love that he was supposed to get." I really wish that they would turn around and what's that actor's name that played Dredd in 2012? He has so many,
Carl Urban, yeah.
Has so
He's
many
the same guy
good
from The
roles.
Boys, dude. What a great show.
Yeah,
Yeah.
dude. Amazon's making a Dread series with Carl Urban.
No, get the
Oh.
fuck out of here. Are you serious?
No, they've announced it. Yeah.
Ooh.
Is it like a spin-off to the movie?
Yeah, it's a continuation of like Dread and it's gonna be like full seasons.
That'd be dope.
So, yeah. So instead of just like an hour and a half or 2 hours, you get 20 hours of Dread or whatever.
That's pretty cool. I didn't know that.
Which
Gotta
means
look
we-
into that.
Which means we may get like other things like Judge Death and other things like from that universe.
Well, like I said, I have a file on my desktop right now of the actual Dread 2012 Lawgiver
Ooh, nice.
with a 3-part video tutorial on printing, electronics, and assembly, right? And it gives you the freaking list for all of the electronics, lights, diodes, soundboard. It is voice activated.
Nah, that's
Like
sick.
it should be.
Yeah.
Yes. And literally you would have if you turn the gun on without holding the trigger, it gives you an error because it ain't technically DNA
Yeah.
print.
Yeah. Nice.
So yeah, it has a bunch of stuff and it's all free. I
Pretty sick.
grabbed that with a heartbeat.
Did
have
it
the whole
does
file.
it blow up?
Right? And then the magazine does come out, and when you
Nice.
cock it on the back, it reloads after you exhaust your rounds. To
Mhm.
reload them and recycle the number on the LCD
The
screen,
counter?
you have
Nice.
you have to rack the gun.
Nice. Armor piercing.
Oh man. Ugh.
How you feeling?
Oh, I was feeling tired. For a few little laps around the hospital. Or down the hallways. Yeah.
Yep. With your ass hanging out.
But
At the back of that gown
I was
open.
Oh, I at least got a fresh pair of undies, so at least it looked decent.
Hey, that works.
Yeah.
I see Voss just pushing the little IV cart around with his ass hanging out, just walking up and down the hallways.
I don't even want to have or anything.
Stepping
I have
on his
to.
balls.
Yeah, it's funny.
Nah, so I don't push my whole car. I got this little like computer thing that's like stuck to my chest.
Oh yeah, aren't those fun?
Yeah. So at least if something goes to hell, at least so you know where I'm at. I think it's got a little like GPS tracker on it, so you can see like a little like Pac-Man dot move around. That's at least that's what I think.
Yeah.
Other than that, they only have me hooked up to IV today, thank God.
The
I
power
was
up
something
of nurse
racking.
stations.
Yeah. I had this one nurse was it last night or a couple nights ago? She gave me a shoulder rub. I felt good.
Nice.
Yeah, that
You
don't
single?
sound like
Yeah.
they're supposed to be
Hey,
doing
are
that.
you in a hospital for real, or where are you?
I sent you pictures, didn't I?
You're in a resort, aren't you?
Oh, I'm on the medical mile in the middle of GR.
3 square meals a day and
Yeah,
satellite TV. And meds.
Yeah, I've been taking a lot of blood pressure pills, man.
No DFAC for you though.
Yeah.
And
Or should I
so
say for my
I
side, the
work
mess
with
hall.
Meals Mars.
The mess hall.
Yeah, they haven't moved me to the other unit yet, so I'm still chilling in the ICU.
The captain's a mess. What are you talking? His whole command? Yes. Oh.
Oh, if I get up here in a minute, go jump in my Professor X chair over there. So it kind of reminds me of, so.
Wheel you around the place with under mind control? What?
That'd be cool.
This phantom unplugging and plugging in of a USB.
You still haven't figured that out, huh?
Bro.
Oh my
It
god.
is driving me fucking crazy. 'Cause
I would have burned my
all
house
the
down.
information.
Would have burned my
all
house
the
down.
information to
Dude.
what's plugged in, but it doesn't give me like the specific name of the device.
Ugh.
It's
There he goes
called
again.
power. It's too much power off the hub.
I get device name is port number 0001, hub number 0013. Then it just says a HID human interface device. I have a serial number, right? But that doesn't do me any good because
You're drawing too much power. It's running out of power, so it's
Resetting.
disconnecting
Yeah.
devices.
And it's probably taking the
it's
most
only-
demanding device first.
It's only one device though. It's a
Yeah.
single device that keeps plugging in and
I know,
taking its
but
time out.
if you have multiple things on that hub, it will select one to disable.
Yeah.
Alright, I'm gonna have to start unplugging one at a time until I see
I had the same problem on my machine here, and I've got two like 12-port hubs, and I had to move one of my devices to the other one because I started getting that it was drawing too much amperage through the power supply for the powered hub.
Yeah, I'd burn my house down if I were you.
I'm about to. Just make sure the kids and everybody are out.
So like earlier when I got
He doesn't have
home,
spiders, does he?
dude.
No.
Speaking of spiders, I was literally about to tell when I got home, my wife was like, "Yeah, I was cleaning today, and there's a pillow that sits in my recliner, like decorative, but it was on the floor."
Altitude.
She was like, "Yeah, I picked up the pillow to put it in the recliner, and something brown, like ran out from underneath the pillow into the recliner." And I was like, "Yep,
A wolf spider.
can't sit there anymore. Got to burn it." Yeah, it's probably a huntsman or a wolf or something.
Yep, I had, bro. When I lived in PA, the size of these wolf spiders,
Huge, massive.
like I just wouldn't go in the basement at certain times of the year because of how
Yeah.
big they are.
Huge.
And we have them around here. They're called crab spiders. Their front two legs are longer and they stick up almost like crab arms.
It's hilarious.
They grasp their prey. It looks like they have little pinchers, but they don't. But holy crap, it's like no.
Yeah, so I can't sit in my recliner until we find the culprit. So
Trying to think. Oh, we used to get these
Bug
things
bomb the
called
whole house.
spiders. Yeah, wood spiders. They're about the size of like a tarantula.
they're massive. We found one in the foyer the other day. So we had the bug guy come and spray, and ever since then, everything that he only sprayed outside, so everything's moving inside now. That was
Of course.
close enough. So yeah, we that's it.
That's why I always go around every year and I spray the entire perimeter of my house with that bug barrier stuff that lasts a year.
Yeah, I usually do that.
So anything that crawls across that dies, which is enjoyable.
Yeah, she works for a pest company, so it made it easy for them to just come out and do it for free. But ever since then, it's like, damn, I've seen two, not small, giant, like wolf spiders. And they're not brown recluses or anything because they're not as slim. They're like thick boys. They're $50 or bigger than $50 size. I mean, they're
Yeah.
solid.
I had one at the front of the house that had built a crazy web, and I don't think it was a wolf spider because I don't think wolf spiders make webs. They just hunt.
No.
Yes.
They hunt.
But this spider was like black and yellow in the front of my house, and I would catch whatever fucking bug was flying by my front like light and flick it at his freaking web. Oh, dude, it was so freaking awesome watching him come out and wrap it, and then he'd like hover over it and just stay there. And I'm like, you do your thing, buddy.
That's
And he
hilarious.
set it up right in the way of the light, so like when the bugs would fly, right into the light. And I'm like, perfect.
Smart
Do
little
your
fucker.
thing. Yep, do your thing, buddy. He was big.
He's so big. He goes, "Do you even lift, bro?" Yeah.
Yo, for real. There was another one that I heard actually like hiss, and
Oh,
I was
boy.
like, "No, buddy, you got it."
Nope, you
Saw
can have it.
you. I walked away. I was like, "Nope." They're
Nope,
so
you
big
can
you
have
can
it.
see all their eyes. You can see the little mini fang.
Jesus, no. No,
Yeah,
no.
these guys were big. Like my wife, like I said, she wouldn't go into the basement. I mean, I didn't mind them because they would take care of all the little bugs.
Mhm.
But yo, when these motherfuckers are out, oof.
So like, I don't mind. People are like, snakes don't bother me. Spiders
No.
bother me. like physically bother
Really?
me.
So
But except for the fuzzy ones that are like the little tiny fuzzy ones that live in your windows and
Oh, the
shit.
jumping spiders?
Yeah,
the
I
little
love
jumping
those. I
spiders,
think they're
those are cute as
hilarious.
fuck.
Jumping spiders are great.
Yeah, they
Yeah.
kill the
They-
bugs and they do their thing. But any other
They don't
spider,
bite people either.
yeah, any other spider, dude, is like wolf spiders, black widows, recluses. You can have them, dude. I hate them. Ugh.
Yeah.
So Pennsylvania had the black widows. I've seen them, and I wasn't so scared of it because they pretty much unless you fuck with them, that's when
Yeah.
you know they'll come for you. But like down here in Florida,
They'll come for you.
I'm not a big fan of snakes.
Yeah,
I'm not a big fan of snakes.
yeah, they're everywhere in Florida.
In Pennsylvania, I remember walking across the street because I had a little old lady that lived across the street from me, and there was like nobody that lived next to her, so I would always check up on her. I remember seeing something off the corner of my eye, and at the bottom of everybody's driveway, we had it was like a cylindrical like
Yeah,
tube.
your culvert.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that ran underneath the driveway, but into a ditch towards the
Yep.
road. Bro, when I tell you, I saw a snake that was the diameter of a 2-inch pipe.
Mhm.
That freaking thing slithered into that. Bro, I was like, what the F is that?
My cotton mouth, brother.
I've never seen snakes like that. And in Pennsylvania, we didn't have a lot of poisonous snakes. We had like moccasins, I think, but other than that, like water snakes and stuff like that.
You
Down
got boa
here,
constrictors and hognose and everything else.
yo, down here, I live. Like I don't know who was on the phone when I went to the park. Oh yeah, it was you, Crypto. I went to the park, right?
Yeah.
The park is only about a 2-minute drive from my house. That park is infested with, which is crazy because they have a kids playground. It's infested with eastern diamondback rattlesnakes.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Yep. Every fucking day there's somebody posting, watch your dog, I just went for a walk in Walsingham Park and there's the snake just laying in the middle of the road,
Of
curled
course,
up.
it's sunning itself.
Yep. And I'm like, so I'm hoping like, I don't know. And it's the closest park and it's a really nice park because they redid it for the kids and it's just like, it's very scary. And we have alligators, which is no fucking surprise, but there is alligators in the water in that park. So there's signs posted everywhere, but I do have what's called a black racer snake.
Low altitude.
Yep,
Mhm.
racers aren't bad.
Those are always around my property, and I don't mind it not one bit because I didn't realize this, but down in Florida there is a thing called tree rats.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
And they get into attics because they jump from the trees onto your roof and find the way into your attic.
Rearming
So
complete.
I have a bunch of racer snakes, which take care of that problem, and I have a bunch of people's fucking cats. I don't know where they come from, but they're always setting off my ring alarm at the front of the house at multiple times during the night, and they're different cats.
Mhm.
So I don't mind because they're hunting out too. So go do your thing, keep them critters out of my house, and we'll be great. But yeah, snakes are not my favorite.
And then you get the big pythons there too. But
So where I live, we don't have a problem with the pythons nor iguanas, but we do have them further south.
Hello, what?
The pythons.
really? Oh. Yeah,
Yeah,
the closer to
little
the
south.
Everglades you are.
Yeah, so like if you start hitting down towards Fort Myers and a little further, that's when you start getting those pythons and stuff like that.
Pythons.
Pythons.
I got a python.
Colt pythons.
Is that what she told you?
Ha!
No, it's more like a little
This is what I told
garden
myself.
snake. Yeah.
My anaconda don't.
Remove the wheel chucks.
What did I used to say? I'm
Copy.
short and stumpy.
Wheel chocks are now removed.
Whoa, was she paintballing?
I'm short and round. You're long and skinny.
Something like that. Retard.
They just call you girth, you know.
Make sure these brakes are Saturated. There we go. There we go. Just booling.
I click on the cast for Judge Dredd 1995 and it only shows the 4 main people. Like nobody else acted in that movie.
I know,
Nope,
right?
They didn't.
It was Sylvester Stallone, Armand Asante, which was Rico,
Yep.
Diane Lane, Hershey, and Rob Schneider.
What's
Really?
crazy is
Not-
like the hillbillies in the mountain. That dude, the dad of them, he's actually a really famous actor.
Yeah, he probably doesn't want to be associated with that movie anymore.
Ah, boo! That's the greatest movie ever.
That movie was great. What are you talking about? She's
Right.
gorgeous. I love
boo.
her.
Right?
That was my boo
Hershey,
thing.
yeah,
right there.
Hershey was a
Yeah.
crush for real.
Yeah, she was.
You killed my paw.
You
I'm trying to
mean to
see
kill him, Paul?
who
No, my
he
son, we must
was.
wait.
Right? Stealing
Dude,
municipal power.
I knew that was the guy when I saw it the other day. So the youngest, Junior Angel.
Yep.
He's the guy that plays that freaking what was that movie with The Rock where he was a bounty hunter? Not a bounty hunter, but he Walking Tall? Not Walking Tall.
Mhm.
Was it Walking Tall?
He's played a rundown. No, rundown.
Yes.
He's
The
played a couple.
pilot that really couldn't fucking speak. And he's just like,
Oh, yeah.
Oh, that's
The crazy
walking.
Irish accent or a Scottish
yes.
accent.
That's
yes. That was the
the
youngest
rundown.
son
Yeah.
in Judge Dredd.
Huh.
Ewan Brenner?
Ewan Brenner.
Bremner.
Ewan Brenner?
Bremner.
You killed my
BREMNER.
Paul.
So it's
Yep.
Angel. So I gotta see that was the name of the.
That
I'm
movie
looking
is
for the
30
dad.
years old now. Fuck.
God, I'm stuttering.
And it's still good.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Max von Sydow, he was a major actor.
Max von
The guy
Sydow,
who plays Judge Fargo. Yeah.
Judge Magruder. I'm looking for the dad. I don't see him. I see Junior Angel.
Fink Angel.
Who's the muscle dude that with the mechanical arm? I don't even see them on IMDb.
That's
I
interesting.
thought that was Junior.
No, Junior was the
No,
youngest
Junior.
one.
Oh,
Yeah.
I thought he was
He
the
goes, I
one that
want
was...
his ears, Paul. And then the other
Oh,
guy, the
Jesus.
middle one, was like, I want his teeth.
That's hilarious.
They're cannibals.
Praise the Lord, brother.
Oh, yeah. We have a believer.
Praise it to the mountain.
He's like, you're up there, I'm down here. He's like, forgot to tell you about your friends. They're cannibals.
And they Jurgen Prock now. Right. Judge Griffin. He's been in a lot of stuff too.
Law?
The law. Yeah. Diane Lane back in the day. Oh yeah.
Yeah. Gorgeous.
I mean, she's still not that bad looking for her age.
No.
No.
Let's see.
Oh, I forgot. Yeah, he was the
Yeah, she's still pretty.
original.
She looks the same,
original
just
Blue
with more wrinkles.
She looks the same.
Yeah. It's just
more
mileage.
wrinkles.
She looks the same, just more wrinkles.
She could still get away from with playing Judge Hershey.
Yeah.
Yeah. Chief Hershey.
Well,
At this
yeah,
age.
I was gonna say she's the Chief Justice, Hershey.
They promoted her?
Yeah.
No, I'd say at her
comics.
age. You know.
Oh,
in
at her
comics they
age.
did.
In the, no, in the actual comic, she was Chief Justice.
Wow.
And then there's even a in the newest, the newer Dread.
Mhm.
You can see her name.
Christopher Adamson.
You see her name Hershey in the movie.
Huh.
So Christopher Adamson was the guy, the half cyborg of the family. I'm looking
I don't know how to
pictures see
fucking
if I can
get this
find
off of
it.
there. Hey, Crypto, in the 15, how do you, like, if I,
In the 15, you're asking the wrong guy, dude.
maybe.
I do not do 15.
I hate
You're
this
thinking
one.
of Buzz, probably.
Maybe. Somebody was doing it the other night. Maybe it was Buzz.
Okay,
Yeah,
so
that was
we got-
Buzz.
Especially the Echo.
Yeah.
Speaking, you
Talking
shall
about me.
receive.
Speak of the devil, damn.
That was a late
Well-
intro.
What was your question there?
I auto acquisitioned a target on the radar, and I was trying to see how to clear it, but it's TMS down, or whatever clear, whatever the button is for that.
So it's like a 16 then.
Gotcha.
The father, was that Phil Smeeden?
I couldn't tell you. It's been 30 years. Come on, dude.
No, it's Scott Wilson.
He's in a lot of stuff, whoever it was.
Let's see.
If you close your eyes.
Let me at him, Paul.
Right?
Thought they got rid of those ABC warriors after the war. But you can still have them, as long as they're non-functional.
It's like my wife.
Stealing municipal power. How do you plead? I knew you'd say that.
Sir, together again. Together again.
I love that. So like I forgot there was definitely a difference, right, in those shoulder pads. Like the Hershey had one, but didn't have the eagle hanging off the end.
Yeah.
Cause she wasn't like a full high-ranked judge. Like
She was only a year on the force.
yeah, she was not
She's
a
a
rookie
noob.
judge, but she was still like
probie, pretty much probational.
no, she wasn't probational. She was I would say
Oh,
more along the
yeah,
lines of a rookie.
Yeah, you've read the comics, so.
I want those shoulder pads.
They're cool as fuck, man.
Yeah.
On the
I'm
Eagles. Oh, Lord.
Right?
I'm gonna cosplay for that for Halloween.
Judge Panic.
I knew you'd say that.
I am. Oh. Drop your weapons. These blocks are under arrest.
Yeah.
Right after that, he goes, I got a plan. I'll go down there and surrender. We'll throw him off guard.
You want to be afraid of somebody? Be afraid of me.
Oh,
I'm
To have
under
the little
arrest for
microphone
saving my own
fucking-
skin.
It's like, jump out the window? It's like, that's suicide. He goes, yeah, but it's legal.
But it's legal. That's fucked up.
Damn, they bled those missiles.
Is that
Holy
Heavenly
shit.
Haven? You wish.
Ay.
Your fleshlight cam? What?
Yep. Nope. There goes the cat.
Gotcha.
Person detect? No, it's a cat.
Yeah, I wish they can decipher, like AI and be like, okay, that's walking on 4 fucking.
My ring
Full
doesn't
length.
go say person for cats.
Maybe your sensitivity's turned down.
No, I got it max because I got so much shit coming through my backyard all the time. I got wetlands on my property line, so we get coyote and fox and everything else that'll like eat my poor little like postage stamp of a dog that my wife had to have. So
Postage stamp of a dog.
I call it puntable.
True.
So small, it's like you could trip over it.
Dude, these guys are slippery.
Aaron?
I'm trying to, but these bombers are just slippery. They keep going into burner and like evading my missiles.
Oh, those blackjacks?
Yeah.
Yeah, they run. They also flare like you wouldn't believe. Or you might believe it.
What does Lazy J mean? Anyone find a good typhoon? Is he talking about the plane?
Maybe. What, did they drop it today?
I don't know. He just said in the pilot lounge, anyone find a good typhoon?
Whew.
Let me see.
Wait, is Buzz in here?
Come on.
What?
How do you take it out of, so like, you know how you said it'll keep locking if you're in the air-to-air radar mode? How do you put it, like I'm trying to use guns, but I can't, it won't stop locking.
You gotta switch to guns.
Well, I did, but it won't come out of like, it won't give me the reticle or anything.
I can't hardly see. I don't think you're in that. You're in short range missile.
That should be short range. That should be gun. I see it now at the top, the tail. Little
There you go.
tail at the top.
And yeah, it'll still lock automatically when you ever.
Well, I feel like when it locks, it gets rid of the tail, and I can't like find the gun. You know what I mean? Like, see? Oh, there's a reticle, I guess.
Wasn't, they didn't drop it.
Oh, coming for you, brother.
Energy said the tail shouldn't be there if you have a lock.
Yes, true, but what if I want to use guns without missiles? It just locks automatically. I don't want it to lock. Oh, I see.
Just dump every missile you got and then use the guns.
Pretty much. That's what it sounds like. This guy is.
Well, it sets you up to.
Energy said the tail's a backup to help you aim the gun without ranging information.
Yes.
Bro, this guy is cooking. I'm going almost 700 knots and I'm barely catching him.
Well, those B1s are fucking fast
Yeah,
as
he's
fuck,
in burner. He's
Oh,
full
those
burner.
blackjacks?
Yeah.
Yeah, they can do like almost Mach 3, I think.
Jesus, almost 800 knots and I'm not running up on him at all. Here, kitty, kitty, kitty. Take this.
Gotta cut the corner.
Meow. Oh, this plane does not like speed. Schmack.
If you really want no radar lock, you can get out of air combat mode.
But I think auto.
But I think auto AQ depress.
Auto acquisition. All right, that guy's dead.
Radar lock.
Still have any missiles? I got one. Where are you? Oh, you're off to my left. Whee! I'm learning it, kind of, maybe. Nah, not really.
No, it's another Razbam that they're gonna kill off.
True. Okay, well now I have no reticle on my radar. That's cool.
Go weed.
Oh my gosh.
Weed.
I have no reticle. What's going on here? Plane air to air, air to air. Oh, there it is. I figured it out. I'm a ding dong. That dude is diving. Where though? There are you, my child. I know you're close. Little ding dong. Like really close. Aha! Your smoke trail gave you away, brother.
Why is the 15 HUD tinted that weird color?
you can turn on, so it's got a terrain following radar, so I can turn that on and I can display my HUD to the back seat HUD onto to the back seat onto a screen. So you can land the plane from the back through my HUD, basically. You can't see shit from the back to land, so I can
Oh, why is
display.
it that color? I think it's like an anti-reflective.
Yeah, it's like an anti
Mm.
whatever coating. Might.
That way in bright daylight you don't lose your HUD.
Hello. There we go. Yoink. Sorry, brother. Yeet.
Yoink.
Low
somebody to kill.
altitude.
Whee!
Low altitude. Low altitude.
I got shoots.
Low altitude.
I don't know if it's all of them.
Low altitude. Low
Oh, as soon as
altitude.
you touch them with a weapon, everybody bails.
Yeah. Oh, that guy was cruising with one wing. Alright. I got guns, so I guess we can chase down the other guys here.
Love the one I shot one of them up pretty good with guns, but he didn't go down. But when he landed, he couldn't stop, ran off the runway, and exploded, and gave me the kill like 10 minutes later.
Nice. My fuel load. Oh, that's not good. I have burnt 20,000 pounds of fuel chasing these idiots down. Oh,
Your
not good.
current fuel state is master caution.
That is correct. I'm 3,400 pounds. So in this thing, yes.
It's not like the 16 where you can glide for 100 miles.
I think you can, but you got to get up to glide, so.
Well, right now you're at 25,000.
Yeah, I'm just going to use my gun on this guy, and then I'm going to roll out. Yeah, that's it. They're flaring anyway.
What's today, Tuesday?
It is.
Yep.
Come on, baby. Turn, 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 turn. One right below me, and I have nothing for him. Lame.
Your Wizzo's looking at you like, dude,
Help!
we're gonna die.
We're probably gonna die.
We have no gas.
We got 2,600 pounds going to the moon. Not even fucking close, bro. Blank, stop, weirdo.
70% throttle and like 3-degree dive.
I'm gonna burn 100 more pounds out of it and we'll get out. All right.
Holy crap, did I just have the biggest deja vu spike in years?
Nice. All right, we're good.
What did you see? I saw a black cat walk across, and then I saw another cat
Interesting.
walk across. Was it the same cat?
cat?
I'm not
Yep.
sure. Could be.
Deja vu when they
I
changed.
love seeing things where it's like they'll just show you a picture and they're like, if you don't know where this is from, we can't be friends.
No kidding.
All
And
right.
in other
Hard
words,
lock.
like if I say this and you don't know the response to it, we can't be friends. There was one where it was like, if I say,
Nav clear.
if they said like, oh, I'm your Huckleberry,
Back to
if
two.
you don't know, like,
Tombstone.
yeah,
Come
they're like, we can't
on.
be friends.
I'm your Huckleberry.
I'm,
I
you know
want
Daisy.
your blood.
You know Daisy.
I watched that today, actually.
I always
What's
get to the
up?
part where
Forgot you were
they
there.
start hunting the brothers, and it just gets me. It's like, I just kind of want to fast forward past these parts when they take out Virgil. And
Yeah.
and Morgan,
Yeah, it's the
like,
saddest part, you know.
Yep. It literally, it's like it pains me to see that shit.
All right. In the back seat, just kind of bowling around here. I don't know if I want to try and
So
land.
what's the flight stick in the back of a 15 for?
I can land from the back. You fly
You
it.
can fly.
Yeah. It's got throttles, pedals, stick, everything.
They got two other
Like when me
sticks
and
to play with.
when me and Cody
Yeah.
were flying it, like I displayed the HUD on his back MFD, like it is right there, and you just watch it and
You
land.
can land via the
Yep.
MFD. Yeah.
Yep. See the
what's the
MFD
point, though?
ladder? If your pilot
In
dies
case
or
he-
passes
yeah,
out or
injured severely.
takes a round,
You're
or
not writing off a
if he poops his pants and he's embarrassed about
$70
it.
million aircraft.
Yeah.
Oh shit, myself.
Super cruising.
Somebody imitated fucking Forrest Gump at work the other day and shit had me pissing myself because he's like, those look like comfortable shoes. Looks like you could run a mile in those shoes. And I'm like, what the fuck? Where did that come from? Why would you pick that specific line? Where? Why? He's like, I don't know.
That just happened.
They
We
just
were
look
just
comfortable.
saying, he goes, those look like comfortable shoes. I'm like, what?
Yeah.
I was like,
I'll
what?
take
Why?
right? I'll take care of you.
Like,
Jenny.
why, bro? Mama says it's okay to tell a little white lie. That's fucking
57
crazy.
Fucking up like
miles.
a fucking principal.
Oh,
Started
best
fucking
viewers on
flying.
Stream Boo, dude.
That's it. Click it.
I'm
Where
gonna
is
click it. I'm clicking it right now.
Best
Buy
viewers.
some viewers.
Best
Ban.
ones.
Oh man.
Fucking viewers on Stream Boo, tell me more.
Just leave your address and we'll send you a personal thank you letter
Absolutely.
in the form of a Molotov.
Trying to figure out how to turn the camera on for the. I think it's on. I'm just in the sky here. All right, let's fly this thing.
Can't the backseater just choose to display the HUD?
I have the HUD pulled up, but I can't see
not the
video
HUD. Yeah, you need
of
that
it.
front video. Yeah.
I don't know. I can't remember what it was for the front video to display it. Terrain following, radar. Put that in standby. I think it's nav FLIR. That's on.
Should be.
Can't
Yeah, like in the
Get out
like
of
in the
here.
Harrier, you can turn on the nav FLIR. But only when you're in night mode can you
Warning,
see it.
fuel low.
Oh, shit.
Warning,
Yo, I'm
fuel
gonna send you a video
low.
real quick. Take a look at it.
Bro, I don't even know where my phone is.
Oh no.
Warning, fuel. She screams at you. Holy shit. Warning, fuel low.
Put it link it on my personal Discord.
No, because then I would have. I can't.
Oh. Alright, well, when I get my phone,
40
when I
miles.
find it later on. Yeah.
If you find it, oh my god, what kind of
I
modern
threw it
person are you?
somewhere. I threw it somewhere. I don't know.
I don't know what you want.
Wants that booty.
I don't know. I don't know what movie that's from.
You want your
Well,
cornbread?
it could be the Notebook when he's like, "What do you want?"
You want your cornbread?
Could be the Notebook. When they're standing in the rain.
Aha! I figured it out.
What
So
do you
now if you look at the NFDs, you gotta turn cam on. Now you can see what the HUD sees.
In green? Oh.
Or green or white, whichever one you want. So you can only pick. Yeah. I landed it
Oh, you
from
landed
the
on
back.
those?
Yeah, I can land it like that. Yeah. It's
You can't
difficult.
get any of my cornbread because part 2 of my killing spree will start up here right now.
Getting out of my cornbread.
He goes, what did he tell him after he got fucked up? He still didn't get my cornbread.
Get out of there.
Runway inside. Okay.
That was another good movie.
Oh yeah.
Coming.
Hey,
We got 1,600 pounds of fuel.
there's
Once
nothing
I
in there
land,
for you guys to
can you
fucking get.
box in F on the mids?
There's nothing there.
MFDs.
Can you box in dash F on the MFDs? Okay. What do you mean box in dash F? I don't know what that means.
I think he was trying to help you with the seeing.
Oh. Yeah, so like I just didn't see the cam. So you can either be all black, so it's like you do VFR landing only. So they do fly from the back for training. I do know that. But
Get out of here.
on the HUD MFDs in the back seat, I thought the in-dash F thing would have been okay. Yeah. What is in-dash F? I don't know. Doesn't really, just highlights. The cam is the actual, whatever. Turn the brightness down. Maybe not. When I did it, I had to turn 3 of them off and just like hyper focus in on one. But it's cool to see, like, that you could do that. Far away are we? 26 miles. Perfect. Yeah, I'll probably land this thing and be done for the evening.
Oh, really?
And then I'll be back at it tomorrow.
I'm
Any of you
fired
guys
up
watch
DCS
Tricker?
in like a month.
Tricker, I watched some of his stuff on YouTube, like learning and whatnot.
I was watching his stream today, and he went on to like one of the Gray Flag servers, and they were running ATC at the same time, and he's like, okay, I can only handle so much of this because he's a pilot in his regular life.
Yeah.
He goes, I have to deal with this crap all day long. I don't want it in my game too.
True, it does become obnoxious.
Especially because they had their own designation for the airfield taxiways and everything that did not match the markers on the runway. So
Yeah.
they were like, oh, on D, but no, that was really Bravo he was on, according to them. And it was like, no. So, yeah, that lasted about 15 minutes, especially when they made him wait to take off because there was a flight of 15s coming in.
From like 50 miles out, yeah. And
Yeah, they couldn't get their formation right. And finally, they were like, "Oh, okay, you can go now."
That's when you
off.
wait as ATC. If they can't get their shit together on final or short, like on final or on approach, you wave them off and you let the other guys go until they get their shit together.
The airport we always attack as their airport they were in.
Yeah.
And these guys kept going north and south racetracks over the water to try to get their formation right for the landing. It's like, no, they turn as soon as they turned north. I would have said, okay, anybody go, because there were like 4 people stacked up to take off.
Yeah,
it's like, come on.
Not doing
If
that.
I'm playing like Flight Sim 24 or what is it, X-Plane? Yeah, I might do traffic control there, but don't make me do it in frickin' DCS.
In DCS? You don't want to do it in DCS?
No.
The only time
DCS.
I would kind of do it is if like if we were all on a map and all on a mission, and it'd be like, hey, over the radio, flight of whatevers, we're gonna take the runway, yada yada. That's about as in depth as I would be. Or if we were training on like approaches, VFR type stuff, like visual only or ILS instrument only, stuff like that, we could have an ATC just guiding you kind of deal. But that whole like strict regimen of ATC,
yeah,
not, it doesn't,
blah, blah, blah. No,
it doesn't really fly well with us. And 99% of the time for us, we're just like F10 runway clear, cool.
Yeah, I'm like, anybody coming in? Anybody leaving? No?
I mean,
okay, I'm out.
I mean, and even
and if there's active people at the airport, I will at least get on here and announce that I'm taking off.
Yes.
Or if we had, the radio thing, I would say, taking the active, okay, clear.
That
whatever. It's like it's courtesy, or you keep the keep right rule, so no matter what, you're on the right side, and people could take off and land from other sides if they wanted to.
And I've also had it to where like I'll be ready to take the active and someone's like 35, 40 miles out. I'll be like, hey, I'm gonna take the active and take off. And be like, no, I'm on short final. I'm like, 30 miles is not short final.
30 miles is not short final. I could freaking be gone before you're at 25 miles, dude.
30 miles is not short final, my dude. But I mean, it's all a learning curve, and it's like, you know, this is where I run out of fuel because I have to boost up to hold my approach. This thing's kind of tricky to land too. Can be if you don't get it just right. You don't watch your speed. You don't watch really anything other than that number underneath your speed on the left. It's like a little fish and then a number. You're like your increments to land. It needs to be in the 20s, and then you need to hold that in the 20s and adjust speed accordingly. It'll hold your angle perfect. You just have to hold your speed accordingly because you're holding your nose up, so you can land like kind of on your rear wheels and hold a little dive in there. Doesn't take much though. Like right now, I'm too fast. And nose up. And now there we go. It needs to be like 20 to 22 or some shit like that.
Damn, today flew by. It's 8:45.
Yeah, I know. I gotta go to bed, dude.
Same.
I hate being an adult, having to work and shit.
Yeah, being an adult kind of sucks.
It's dumb.
It was cool when I was in my 20s, but
okay,
cool.
so here's the deal. If I ever win billions of dollars in the lottery, I'm going to build a ranch of nothing but like sim rooms, and I'll just move all you guys out there and we'll just fly sim for a living. And I'll pay you a salary.
Well, you'd have enough geeks on staff to
Exactly.
handle the network.
Exactly. We'd have our own servers, our own network, and it'd be
Right.
it'd be in one big warehouse.
You got me and Sozo. I mean,
yeah.
What else do you need? He's an IT network guy, and I'm a server engineer and developer. So it's like, okay, we're fine.
Yep.
Me and Jed will help you build the place.
Yep. And we'll have our own big warehouse with all
plumbing, you got everything.
with all the sim pits in it, and then everybody gets their own house on like a 5-acre plot.
Right? It's like, they say a barn dominium. This would be the sim dominium.
Yep. And we'll have like a briefing room. Dude, I'm telling you, it's gonna work. I'm gonna build it. If you build it, they will come.
They will come.
Pre-flight, everything.
Yep. Pre-flights, full missions, full sims, like closed-in sim pits. Oh yeah.
Yep. With
the whole
hydraulics,
works.
yeah.
Yep.
Goon Squad uniforms and everything.
Jump for Goon Squad flight suits, brother.
Yeah.
By the way, we do PT in the morning, so I'm gonna see you at the gym at 6:30 before a flight. So.
No.
Yeah.
Not 6:30, dude.
Oh yeah. Well, we take off at 8, so I mean, I don't know what to tell you.
I do my killing after breakfast. So.
Oh, that was Buzz. Nah, it'd be more like a compound where you just do wherever the hell you want, show up when you want, and we'll fly. We'll fly in the evenings, more or less.
Do what?
I said we'd probably end up flying in the evenings.
Yeah.
That way everybody can sleep in and do whatever the hell they wanted all day.
Right. And you fly better when you're loose, so a little alcohol before the mission. Right?
Oh, yeah. Open bar, dude.
Jesus. You got a tapper in the sim.
Absolutely. How else are you going to fill your beer up? And I'm going to get the pilot piddle packs so we don't have to get up.
Oh, God.
It'd be sick. Piddle packs for life. You just sit there and pee your pants. That's all you got to do.
Right? Be like the sim bunker instead of a survival bunker. It's
Yeah.
like, hey, we're going to survive the, we got to wait underground for 3 months because of some extended, war. Okay, we're going to fly every day.
Absolutely.
May have to eat MREs the whole time, but,
No, we're going to have a personal chef. We're eating steak and ribs and wings every day.
Jeez.
Oh yeah. If I win billions in the lottery, dude, you
Oh
invest.
yeah.
You invest half of it, spend the other half building this compound, and then you're good, and you can live off of it forever.
Don't call it a compound. The government will come after you.
We don't. Well, maybe.
You know how they are.
Yeah. Dude, this guy on this Sky Raider guy has a full sim pit. He's got a seatbelt on. It's like moving around and shit. What? What an animal.
Where is this? Hold on. Twitch. Sky Raider?
Sky Raider 79er. Hello.
79er.
I'm
Oh, I
handing
think
off
that
the
guy
gears.
rated Panic the other day.
I'll be there in a second.
Oh, I know the setup he's got. Yep. Yeah, he's on a fully moving pedestal that uses, I think it's pneumatically based. He spent some money.
Oh yeah.
I think that thing he's sitting on is like 7-8 grand to begin with.
Darn.
I believe it.
Plus all the mountings he's got on there. A lot of those are like just like custom add-ons here and there.
All right, brothers.